It's juice time! Hi, thanks for clicking. Time for another review. Time for a juice review. Now, this isn't my ordinary juice review, if you understand what I'm saying. Basically, I actually seen another reviewer doing a review on this juice, and I thought that sounds very interesting. Watch this. Hi, welcome back. Review today is an e-juice e-liquid review, and it's this one here, which is Purity. Now, the reason I say Purity and not Halo Purity, because apparently in the UK they can't use the word Halo. Crazy. They've been going longer than the company that's claimed that title, but never mind. So it is, if we look at it in the American way, it's Halo, and it's Halo Purity. If we look at it in the English way, it's just Purity. So don't get confused. I'll leave a link down below if it turns out to be a good liquid. Now, as I said, the reason I'm doing this review is because I've seen a guy, I watch his reviews, he's not been going very long, but very good at doing his reviews. It's a guy called, what is he called now? He's called, I'm sure he's called Garlic City Vapor. Don't know what his real name is, but really good. It was a really good sort of review. I thought I've got to try it, and this particular one is called Devlin. Now, the reason why I was tempted on this, because you know me, I'm a bit of a tobacco head and I like tobacco flavours, and I thought, well, he did mention it's got some undertones of tobacco in there, so is it for me? We don't know. We'll soon find out. Now, as far as a mix is concerned, I haven't really got a lot of information. I don't know whether it's, 50-50, 30-70, 60-40, got no idea. But it seems to be a reasonably thick liquid, quite thick. And one other thing that I'm going to be doing in this review is I'm going to use it in a little EVOD tank, for those of you out there who use EVODs, and a dripper. Now, there's a reason for that. Basically, I heard that it can be a little bit overpowering if you drip it as far as throw is concerned. So I've made a mistake there because I've gone for 12 mg, and you know that I've used a dripper, I'm normally at around about 3 mg, but we're going to sort of try and make a few adjustments and see how it goes. So the first thing I'm going to do is sort of give it a quick aroma test, you know what I mean, see what the aromas is, what I get from it, and try and make my mind up what it is, because I've got no idea other than what I've seen that reviewer say. And as I say, he says it had underlying notes of tobacco. Well, he thought so anyway. So I'll take the lid off. I've already actually filled an EVOD up, and I've put some liquid in a dripper ready for using, which we'll get to in a minute. That's fell down. But the aroma test first, eh? I'm getting some sweetness from it. It's a sweet smell, very much like a bit like a buttery toffee sort of aroma. That's what I'm getting from it. So we'll sort of put it to the test now and see what sort of vapor production we get, see what sort of throat it we get, and see what sort of flavours you can pull from it. Now, I will tell you that it's actually 12 mg nick level. Nice glass bottle. Love the glass bottle. Don't know what the idea of blue's about, maybe you could tell me. So what I'm going to do first is, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try it in an EVOD on an iStick. Yep. I've got my settings quite low. I'll just have a quick look and see what they are. Believe it or not, I'm on 6 watts. 6 watts. That's low. And we'll sort of give it a quick toot and see what the throat is like from there, yeah? That's absolutely spot on as far as throat is concerned. Vapor production, it's only an EVOD, but you can see I'm not a cloud chaser, so don't ever expect clouds from me, yeah? The amount of vapor, I'll just do it again. Not a lot on an EVOD, but it's not about the vapor for me, it's more about the flavour and the satisfaction that I get from it. Now the throw is absolutely spot on in an EVOD, absolutely without a doubt. As far as taste is concerned, the flavours that I'm getting from this is pretty... It's like a caramel, but it's more like... I'd try and explain the caramel flavour to you. It's a bit like the caramel that they put on popcorn, that sort of thing, yeah? It's a bit like a salty tasting caramel, if that makes much sense. As far as tobacco is concerned, I can't say I'm getting any tobacco flavour at all. It's more of a, I can't say butter kiss, can I? But that's the only way I know it. The butter kiss popcorn, what you get in the packets, it's that sort of toffee caramel flavour that's in there. Spot on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over now to the dripper. Yep. I'll tell you what my settings are on this, because I'm sub home right now. Actually, I'm only at 23 watts, but it's got a 12 mg nick level, so I'm expecting to get a bit more power there. So let's go straight for it and see what it's like, yeah? I'm getting way too much throat hit now. Too much throat hit. Maybe I should have gone lower in that nick level. So my advice is, if you're going to be using it on a dripper or something like that, you know, go for something like, you know, 6 mg, something like that sort of range, you know, 3 mg. But the flavour is totally different. I mean, it's more intense. I'm getting more caramel. I'm getting more butter kiss, salty caramel flavours, and I am getting an undertone of tobacco, but I don't think it's a tobacco liquid, because I remember when I looked on the site, it wasn't on the list of tobaccos. You understand what I'm saying? But I've got to put that down to the nick. It's got to be down to the nick. So if you're a tobacco head and you're looking for something different, you know, this is it. I mean, it's really, just let me have another two. I'm getting something else in there, and I can't quite stick me finger on it. It's something else, whether it's some sort of herb or something like that, because at the end of the day, we don't know what these liquids contain as far as flavour is concerned. There's nothing written on the bottle, and as I say, they don't give any secrets away on the site. And you know me, I like it that way, because that way I can pull from it what I like. You understand what I'm saying? What I think it is, anything bad there, what I'm getting nothing bad about this liquid whatsoever. It's absolutely, I could vape this all day, and that's strange to hear from me, because you know that I am a tobacco head. But that, I'm going to turn it up a bit and see if we can get a bit more, see if we can get more production on that. All right, let's go for it now. Oh yes, oh yes. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Is this for you? It's only you can answer that question, really. I mean, you know, it's, if you like carrot, I mean, this is so nice I mean, it really is. Have you ever had salted buttered popcorn? You know, that sort of, oof, Moorish. I mean, I can't leave a bag alone, if you understand. It's definitely not popcorn. It's that toffee what's on it. You know, that caramel. Absolutely spot on. I haven't got anything else to say about this liquid. What I will do is I will try another couple of their bottles and do a review on them and see what they're like, because I have actually managed to get a tobacco one off them, and over the next few weeks I'm going to be doing a bit of a feature on tobacco ones. So keep your eye out for that. Anyway, listen, nothing else to say. If you've tried it, you know what I mean, leave some comments down below so people know it's not just me who feels this way about it. Maybe you feel totally different. I've got no idea. It's a pity really that we can't use the branding over here, Halo Purity, because it is Halo cigs that do this, you know, crazy, absolutely crazy. And I actually went to the competition site just to have a look on there, and they call their liquid Halo, but when you look at the list, and I'm not pulling them apart, you know what I mean, when you look at the list, they're all sort of dead standard flavours, and I'd be a bit annoyed if I thought people out there was buying that stuff thinking that it was actually this stuff, you know what I mean. But then again, if you look at it, it hasn't got Halo written on it, it's got Purity. The bottles are totally different. I mean, totally different. This company's been going for a long time now, and it's took me a while to get around to do a review of theirs, purely because I've not been able to get hold of it easy, if you understand what I'm saying. Nothing else to say. Thanks for clicking, and as I say, any remark, leave them down below, and if you get a chance, subscribe, because that way you're always going to know what video I'm putting up next. Thanks for watching. See ya. Hi, thanks for watching my video. You all know me on YouTube as Professor Vapes. If you like the way I do my videos, please take time and press that button there to subscribe, because you never know, something might come up in the future that interests you. And not only that, if you actually take time to press that button and subscribe, anything that I upload you're going to be informed of. What's better than that? Nothing. So please take a little bit of time and press the button, like now. See ya.